So let's go ahead and get oriented into our spaces, just gazing around your room. And we're still working on the chakra system. And this one is today is the Ajna chakra, the third eye center, and the element is light. So as you're gazing around your room, really noticing light and shadows, you can twist around your hips and your spine, get your head and neck involved. So you can look all around you and behind you, below you. And again, just noticing the qualities of color or of light and shadow, the different shapes, the different shades of darkness and light in your space. Being a visual artist, it's really interesting and it's a fun practice to notice the shape and the qualities of light and shadows. So just letting your body settle as you orient around your space here. Beautiful. And when you're ready, come to a seated position. Take your time orienting if you're still doing that. Sitting up nice and tall, letting your shoulders stack over your hips and slight tuck of your chin, allowing the crown of your head to reach up towards the ceiling. And you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so, or soften your gaze. Just tuning into your breath a little more here. Just noticing and taking stock of what your breath is like today. Are there certain textures or temperatures or other visuals associated with your breath? And if it's accessible today in your body, maybe making your inhales a little more expansive, a little deeper. And on your exhales, finding some softening with your shoulders away from your ears, feeling the earth under your sits bones, maybe allowing your legs to soften a little more towards the earth. Mm. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, you can start cultivating that here. It's a little breath with sound to create a little more heat in your body. And let's go ahead and take some neck rolls. So exhaling, bringing your chin to your chest. And inhaling very slowly, your left ear to your left shoulder. Exhaling your chin back down. Inhaling your right ear to your right shoulder, going very slowly with control. Take this a couple more times to each side. And I'll just cue you all in on the third eye chakra here. So like I said, it's associated with the element of light, and it's really rooted in our vision, our dreams, and our imagination. Uh, Next time your chin comes down to your chest, go ahead and bring yourself back up to neutral. And I'll go ahead and just finish telling you all about this chakra. Um, Yeah, so I've been working with it a lot in terms of manifesting and making my dreams into goals and then actions so that I can actually turn my dreams into reality. And so a lot of this work is comes from your imagination, your ability to visualize. And in the culture that we all live in, this quality or this aspect can become very repressed. And so it's really important to, I've been talking about Adrienne Marie Brown while I'm been sharing this with everybody. um, but she talks about how in order to create a new world with abundance, justice, and healing for everybody, we have to be able to imagine outside of the bars of the cages that our consciousness and our abstract ideas are currently behind, and be able to expand outside of that. And then once you have that vision, dream even bigger, imagine even more deeply. And so in this practice today, I just wanted to invite you into a little bit more visual work. So I'll be doing a little bit more somatics and guiding you through some envisioning. But we'll go ahead and set our intention for today. So you can leave your hands in your lap, or if you want to bring them up to your heart center. And just noticing what kind of dreams do you want to be manifesting right now? And can you really hold that in your mind's eye and start to envision what it would look like? and what it would also feel like in your body to actually have those things be manifested. So to actually be living that reality that is somewhere in the future. And can we start lining up our present body, our present nervous system, and our present mental or visions into into that future state? Can we start creating that right now? And we'll also use this practice to build the resources of support and safety and security that we need in order to tap into our imagination and our creativity in that way a little bit more. So maybe setting your intention for how you can devote your practice to supporting your imagination and your visions off of your mat too. A few more rounds of breath here, really getting at the root of the desires that you have, not so much worrying about the results, but just starting to tune into that vibration and the frequency here at the root of your desires. What would your body feel like once this is manifested? When it's actually manifested, what does your body feel like? What does your breath feel like? What's your relationship to other resources in your life? Good. And in honor and support of that intention, we all set together, take a big inhale and exhale, pour it out. Anything that's getting in the way between you and your visions, let it all go on your exhales. Inhaling through your nose and exhale, open mouth side out. Maybe getting a little more audible on your exhales. One more time. Inhale through your nose and exhale, pour it out. Nice. If your eyes are closed, gently flutter them open and go ahead and press play on your playlist. Again, just make sure that your shuffle is off, and let's go ahead and come onto our hands and knees for our cat cows. Take your time getting there. Once you do, inhaling to drop your spine towards the earth, lifting your forehead and tailbone. And exhale, round and tuck, pulling your belly button away from the earth, your pubic bone in towards your forehead. Inhaling to drop your spine, lift your forehead and tailbone. Exhale, round and tuck, and take this a few more times, following your own breath at your own pace. Really getting in contact with the earth here to cultivate some more grounding sensations, feeling under your hands, your fingers, your knees, and your feet. You can also work with other things that help bring in a sense of grounding. Sometimes it's visualizing nature, the sky, the ocean, trees. Some of us have plants in our space that are also helpful. Good. Inhaling, coming to neutral. And exhale, sit your hips down and back towards your heels for child's pose, resting your forehead on stacked fists, stacked palms are all the way onto the earth. Tuning into your breath a little bit more here to bring the breath across your back. Maybe exhaling to soften your forearms a little more into the earth. Checking in with your neck and your shoulders to ask for a little more release. Starting to work a little bit more with your resources here in this child's pose. Again, what brings in a sense of grounding? What feels comforting? Sometimes it's continuing to orient to ourselves, our inner world, and our outer worlds. Noticing smells or sounds in our spaces. Sometimes it's our breath or certain feelings that start coming up in our practice in the body. And just know that this pose is always available for you to come and take rest in. This is a pretty dynamic class. So everything that I say is just an invitation. You can always take it or leave it. And we'll always celebrate you and listening to your body and taking care of yourself. Good. One more round of breath here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, coming back to all fours. Let's warm up the wrists a little bit more. So bring your hands under your shoulders and make some circles with your shoulders around your wrists. Good. Trying to really ground into the base knuckle of your index finger. Maybe gripping your fingertips into the earth a little bit more. Switch directions. Maybe as you're doing this, you can start working on your scapular strength by pushing your sternum away from the earth. Get this doming of your upper back here. Good, and then go ahead and bring your fingers facing away from one another out towards the long edges of your mat, and very gently lean from left to right. Just nice and slow and controlled here. Try to keep your arms straight, only going as far as your wrists are ready for today. Good, and then go ahead and bring your fingers back to face your toes. You can take it one hand at a time or keep your hands out to the side, and we're going to rock back. So rock your hips back towards your heels, lift the heels of your hands up, and rock forward, rock back. A couple more times here like this. Good, and next time you rock back, hold for a couple breaths. Good, and release. Come back up. So fingers facing the top of your mat, and we're going to work the forearms a little bit more here. We're going to come up onto the fingertips of your right hand. So it's kind of like you have a cupcake under your palm that you're trying not to smash or touch the icing. And then you're gonna crawl up onto your left fingertips. Okay, and then right palm down, left palm down, on the left fingertips, on the right fingertips. Right palm down, right fingers, left hand down, right hand down. Move through this a couple more times. The more that you shift your shoulders forward over the wrist, the more resistance you'll experience, and the more you'll recruit some strength in your forearms. Good. Take it nice and slow with control. Trying to really grip your fingers into the earth when you come onto your fingertips. Good. Go ahead and come back onto your heels. Make a fist with your right hand and grab that right wrist and make circles here. And switch directions. So this flexibility and also really the recruiting the strength in your forearms is super important. Go ahead and come over onto the left wrist to make some circles. It's really important for protecting your wrists when we're bearing weight in the hands, and switch directions. Good. And go ahead and come back to all fours and tuck your toes under. Send your hips up and back to your first down dog. Maybe pedaling out the legs here. Really grounding into the palms, fingers spread out wide. You can shake your head no, nod your head yes, make sure the head's hanging heavy. And let's take a couple more clearing breaths here. Inhaling through your nose. Exhale, AH, side out. Get weird with it. Really let out your voice. Let it go. Inhaling through your nose. Exhale, AH, side out. Maybe rolling out your jaw and your neck a little bit. One more time. Inhaling through your nose. Exhale, AH, side out. And gaze up at your hands and take baby steps up to meet them. Stopping with your feet hip width apart. Inhale, lengthen your spine, get long from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Reach your heart forward. Maybe even pulling the shoulder blades down the back a little more. Good. Exhale, folds. You can bend your knees if you would like to. If that would feel better on your back. You can keep your hands on the earth for support or grab opposite forearms. Maybe swaying from side to side. Again, shake your head no, nod your head yes. Feeling yourself fold into the earth. Maybe kind of this holding sensation for yourself. Feeling the earth hold you under your feet. So you can really let your energy pour out through your shoulders to the crown of your head. Good. Coming back to neutral. Keep a good bend in your knees and inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Exhale when you get there. Coming to your mountain pose, and just take a moment of stillness here to notice after we've done that forward fold, that connecting with the earth, and folding into ourselves, noticing any sensations coming up. Does our back feel a little bit longer? Is there any part of our body that feels a little lighter? And can we see any colors and textures or temperatures associated with this? Good. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Let's take a side stretch, exhaling your right hand to your right thigh as you lean your left fingertips up and over towards the right. Really reach up to go over, grounding through the blade edge of your left foot. Good. Inhale, come on up. And exhale over towards the left. Bring your left hand to your left thigh for a little more support. Good. Inhale, coming up. Maybe you want to bring your gaze up to lift your chin, soften the space behind your heart for a little back bends. Good. Exhale your hands into prayer at heart center. Before we get moving a little bit more in our practice, really tuning into your intention that you set. What would it feel like in your body to have all your dreams, your desires be manifested? And can we start attuning our body and making changes in the present right now to be aligned with those dreams? How does your body feel? How does your breath feel? What is your heart rate like when all these things have come into manifest? And what's your relationship to other resources? Really feel into that and see it here. Good. And on your next inhale, reaching your arms up, maybe bringing your gaze up. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, making your way back to your plank. You can always take it on your knees and working with your straight arm scapular strength, really push your sternum away from the earth, like you're pressing your spine up through your shoulder blades to spread your shoulder blades across your upper back. Shift your shoulders forward a little bit more, elbows in close to the body, really squeezing the side body in as you lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, coming to your back bend. Exhale to your down dog. Nice. Feeling the earth here support you to help you lift your hips up and back. Bringing in any other qualities that help you to ground, like if you have plants in your space or seeing things in nature, help bring a little bit more connection to the earth, to the nourishment she provides. One more round of breath here. Exhale, letting it go. Gaze about your hands and inhale, walk, step up to meet them. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, folds. Rooting through your feet to come on up, reaching up, gaze up. Exhale, dive right into your next forward folds. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, coming back to your plank. Remember to always keep that doming of the upper back when you're in your plank, even if you're on your knees. Elbows in close to the body as you lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale to your back bends. Really draw the shoulder blades down the back. Good. Exhale to your down dog. And as we start to move a little bit closer to linking our movement with our breath, sometimes that is a really powerful resource. So just notice what sensations come up in your body as you take that. Again, trying to stay curious and attentive to any colors or textures, any other visuals that come with these sensations in your body. Exhaling fully, gaze about your hands and inhale, walk or step up to meet them. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, coming all the way up, gaze up, really reach. Exhale, dive into your next forward fold and take 3 more sun A's at your own pace, following your own breath. We'll meet up in the third down dog. Take your time moving through these. No rush. Really want to make sure y'all are getting your full back bends in, especially. Nice, everyone. Leaning into your resources of support that might be feeling a little bit more tangible as we're moving here. Again, what's going to help you feel grounded? What helps you feel supported and comforted in your practice? It might be tapping into your strength or softness in your body or your breath. It might be connection with the earth Or again, visualizing people, places, or things that feel supportive. Nice. Nice work, everybody. Take your time. Moving through one more. Nice. If you're already in that down dog, you can hang out here. If you need to come to child's pose, you can. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and step our feet together at the back of our mat. Inhale, picking up your right leg. Let's take a little hip stretch here. So bend your right knee. Let that right hip stack over your left. Try not to dump too much weight into your left shoulder. If you can keep just as much weight in your right hand as the left. Good. Really breathing into the right side of your body. Exhale, softly land the right foot next to the left. And inhale, pick up your left leg. Bend that left knee. Let it fall open here. Getting into the left side of your body. Try not to dump weight into the right shoulder, so just as much weight in both hands. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back up. Step your right foot next to the left. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, pick up your heels. Exhale, drop them over towards the right. So you're on the blade edge of your right foot, inner edge of the left foot. Send your left hip crease up and back like you're still in down dog to get this side stretch on the left side of your body. Good. Inhale up. Exhale over to the left. Left hip crease up and back. Good. Inhale, bring your heels back up. Bend into your knees, gaze up at your hands, and walk, step, or hop up to meet them. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, sit your hips down and back to your chair. A little bit more weight coming into your heels. Letting your tailbone come a little closer towards the earth, a slight tuck of the tailbone, wrap your triceps in towards one another so the inside of your elbow joints rotate up towards the ceiling. We can find some more space between our shoulders and our ears. One more full inhale here. Exhale, folds. Inhale, sit your hips down and back to your chair. Good, exhale, folds. One more time. Inhale, sit your hips down and back to your chair. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhaling back to your plank, take your vinyasa or skip it, meaning in down dog. So I'm going to be offering a lot of vinyasas today. You know that you can always skip them when you need to. Good. Feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, pick up your right leg. Exhale your right knee to the right shoulder. Keep that doming of the upper back. So push your sternum away from the earth. Shift your shoulders forward more. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, right knee to the left tricep. Same thing, really hug it in tight to the body here. Push the sternum away. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, knee to nose, softly land at warrior two. Inhale to come on up. Good, bending into the right knee, make sure it's not sickling in. Slight tuck of your tailbone here, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, gazing over the right middle fingers. And in this one, let's go ahead and flip our palms up towards the ceiling. And we're gonna take these half circles with our arms. So it's kind of like we're doing this kind of cradling motion with our hands, and let that soften your shoulders. Can you find a little bit more stretchy sensation or softness in your shoulders dropping away from your ears? Good. Once you've really found that, find your stillness here with the arms and try to keep that sensation in your shoulders and just flip your palms back over. Nice. And go ahead, inhale, reverse your warrior. Breathing into the right side of your body here. One more full inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame the front foot. Bring it back to your down dog vinyasa if you want to. Good. Inhale, picking up your left leg. Exhale, left knee to the left shoulder as high as you can get it. Press your sternum away from the earth. Get this doming of your upper back. Shift your shoulders forward a little more. Good. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, the left knee to the right tricep. Really hugging into your torso here. Engage your abdomen. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, knee to nose, warrior two as you spin on up. Make sure the left knee isn't sickling in. Slight tuck of your tailbone. Good. Really reaching through the fingers here, gazing over the left fingertips. And let's go ahead and flip your palms up. And same thing here. Take this rocking motion with the hands, like you're kind of cradling something. See if you can really find this softness and maybe a little bit of a stretching sensation in your shoulders. I don't know. It feels really stretchy for me because my shoulders are really tight, but maybe y'all can feel it too. And we're going to try to keep that softness, find your stillness, and then flip your palms back over. Nice. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand down the back leg. Left arm comes up. One full breath into your side body. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Take it back to down dog, vinyasa if you want to, or skip it. Remember not to rush your back bends, shoulders away from your ears. Good. Inhale, picking up your right leg. Exhale, right knee to the left tricep. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, knee to nose, come up really high on the left toes, lift your left heel a little bit more. You might need to pick up the heel of the right hand to step the right foot down, warrior two. Just cueing us through a little extra suggestions for your step through. Good. Find your edge here, bending into the right knee as much as your left hip allows you to. And go ahead, straighten the right knee, inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, coming to triangle as you reach your right hand forward, send the left hip crease back. Stop your right hand on your thigh, shin, or ankle, reaching your left hand up. Bring the back of your heart back in space here, grounding through the left heel to open up your left hip and the left side of your torso towards the ceiling. Kind of pulling your mat together with your feet to engage your inner thighs in and up towards one another, finding your midline, hugging your floating ribs in also to the midline here. This helps us find our center and our power, which can also be a really powerful resource in our practices. Good. Bending into your right knee, we're going to take half moon. So you're going to shift into the right leg as you pick up the left. Your right hand can be on a block or on the earth. Good. The left leg is parallel with the earth. Flex the left foot like you're kicking a wall behind you. Try to reach your heart forward and up a little bit more as you spin the left torso up towards the ceiling. One more full inhale. Exhale, bend into the right knee and softly land the left foot back to warrior two. Exhale, maybe finding your edge here. Kind of big transition. Take an inhale to rise a little bit, and exhale, drop onto the left knee for Skandasana. Yes, you're just bowing to the inner edge of the left knee. Good. Inhale your hips up. Y'all got these transitions on point by now. Exhale into the right side. Good. Inhale your hips up. Walk your hands over around the left foot. We're going to bring the right hand down, left hand up for gentle twist. So it's like you're in your runner's lunge here, but going for the twist. A little extra challenge, maybe bringing your right hand a little closer to the left foot and just as much weight in the right foot as the left hand, trying to keep your left knee stacked right over your ankle. It really recruits a lot of quad and glute strength here. Good. One more full inhale. Exhale, touch down, drop onto the right knee for a low lunge. You can keep your hands on the earth or reach them up overhead. Try to zipper your pubic bone in towards your navel center so that we keep this stretch in the right hip. Good. One more full inhale. Exhale, touch down. Step the right foot in a third of the way for pyramid. Squaring up your hips. Pull your left hip crease back. Push the right thigh bone forward. Find your length in your spine to open your heart. Inhale. And exhale, soften. Good. Amanda, a little bit more weight in your left foot to level out your hips a little more. There you go. Yeah, nice. That looks good. Good. And do we have any resources that we've tapped into so far that gives our bodies a little bit more permission and safety to yield? Find a little bit more softness in the left hamstring. Good. Inhale, reaching your heart forward. Revolve triangle. So your right hand is down, your left hand reaches up. Your right hand can be on a block, your left knee can be a little bent, or you can bring the right hand for extra challenge onto the left foot or outside of the left foot. It takes time, so no rush getting there. Send the left hip crease back to get long on the left side of your body. One more full inhale, maybe getting your chin up off your chest. Exhale, touch down. We'll make our way to down dog. You can play with little handstand hops if you want to. Just be careful if you're in the middle of your room. Nice chaturangas, Chrissy. Nice work, everybody. Feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, picking up your left leg. Exhale, left knee to the right tricep. Going for that twist, hug it in tight. Shift your shoulders forward. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, knee to nose. Come up really high on the right heel and softly land the left foot, warrior two. Inhale to come on up. Good. Finding your edge here in this warrior two. Sinking a little deeper if you got it. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, make your way to triangle. Uttita Trikonasana. You're bringing your heart back in space a little bit more. Hug the floating ribs in here so we take the back bend out of it. And again, find our power here at the midline, at our core. Good. Start to bend into your left knee, ground into the left leg as you pick up the right for half moon. Nice. Try to keep the right foot flexed. Reach the heart forward even more. Maybe even reaching your torso up a little bit more. Eventually, our torso becomes parallel with the earth as well. One more full inhale. Start to bend into the left knee. Softly land the right foot, warrior two. Good. Inhale to rise a little bit and exhale, drop onto the right knee for Skandasana. Inhaling your hips up. Exhale to your left. Inhale your hips up. Walk your hands over, framing the right foot. Left hand down, right hand up for your gentle twist. Just as much weight in the front foot as the front hand. Maybe your hand comes a little closer to the foot for extra challenge. Try to keep that right knee stacked over your ankle. So a lot of times the right knee falls out to the outside a lot. Try to bring it back in a little more. Nice. One more full inhale. Exhale, touch down, drop onto the left knee for your low lunge, reaching your heart forward, maybe bringing the arms up. Softening your shoulders away from your ears and zip your pubic bone in towards your navel center. Good. Exhale and touch down. Step your left foot in a third of the way for pyramid. Squaring up your hips. Find your length on your inhale. Exhale, soften. And again, what resources have you tapped into here that might invite a little more softness? Is it your breath? Is it the grounding? Is it the music and orienting? Is it your strength? Good. Inhale, reaching your heart forward, left hand down, right hand up for your revolved triangle. Send the right hip crease back to get long on the right side of your body. Maybe getting your chin up off of your chest. One more inhale here. Exhale, touch down, make your way to a down dog, vinyasa, or little handstand hops if you want. Nice work, everybody. Feet hip width apart at the back of your mat. Walk your hands back to meet your feet for Padangustasana. Stop your hands on your thighs, shins, or peace fingers around the big toes as long as you can keep the legs straight and the back nice and long. Good. So your hands can totally be on something like blocks or your legs for supports. So we can keep this length in our back. We're all going to shift our weight forward towards the balls of our feet so that our hips come over the ankles. Maybe get a little bit more sensation here. And again, coming back to that imagination or visualization practice. Are there any colors or textures or shapes or temperatures associated with the sensations in your body right now? Just noticing. Good. Inhale, reaching your heart forward. Exhale, walk your hands back out to your down dog. Bend into your knees to lift your hips up and back and walk, step, or hop up to meet your hands. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, sitting your hips down and back to your chair. Good. Y'all know that I really like that diver's position with the half chair. So reach your heart forward, flat back. Your hands can come back behind you and come up on the balls of your feet to really lift your heels. Try to squeeze your inner thighs in together here to find that strength. Drop your heels, sit your hips down and back to your chair. Inhale. Exhale to that diver's position. Lift your heels a little bit higher. You got it, Kyle. Squeeze your thighs together. Inhale, drop the heels, child or chair. One more time. Exhale to that diver's position. Good. Drop the heels flat back. Inhale. And exhale, folds. Inhale, reach your heart forward, flat back. One more time. Exhale, come back to your down dog vinyasa if you want to. Good. Step your feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, pick up your right leg, bend the right knee. Let that open up to the side here, getting another stretch in your right hip, the right side body. Good. Square it back up. Inhale, really pick up that right foot. Exhale, right knee to the left tricep. Shift the shoulders forward. Good. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, knee to nose, warrior two as you land the foot. Exhale, finding your edge here. Inhale, straighten the leg and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale to your triangle as you reach your right hand forward. So we're flowing that sequence. Just know that if I'm moving too fast for you, you can always just take a break and meet up with us when you're ready. Bend into your right knee for half moon as you ground into the right leg, pick up the left. Let's hang out here for a moment. Maybe you're ready to take a little extra balancing challenge by bringing either your gaze up or keep your gaze down and bring your right thumb to your sternum. Bringing your gaze up is the hardest for me. Nice. Bend into the right leg, softly land the left foot, warrior two. Exhale, finding your edge here. Inhale to rise a little bit and exhale to your left knee for Skandasana. Inhale your hips up. Exhale to the right. Inhale your hips up. Walk your hands around the left foot. Gentle twist. Right hand down, left hand up. Getting your chin up off your chest. Exhale, touch down, drop the right knee. Inhale to come on up to your low lunge with the arms up. And let's take a side stretch. So bring your left hand to your left thigh and reach your right fingertips up and over towards the left. Some of us are ready to take it a little bit further and bring your left hand down onto a block or onto the earth next to you. It's a lot harder than it seems. Takes a lot of length in the right side body. Good. Inhale, come on up. Maybe bringing your palms together, gaze up to lift your chin, soften the space behind your heart for a little back bend. Keep shifting your hips forward and down. Good. Exhale, touch down, step the right foot in for your pyramid, squaring up your hips. Find your length on your inhale, and exhale, folds. Your pyramid looks a little bit short, Kyle. Good. Inhale, reaching your heart forward, right hand down, left hand up for revolved triangle. Picking your chin up off your chest here. Trying to spin the right shoulder underneath the left. One more inhale. Exhale, touch down. Take your vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Okay. Step your feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, pick up your left leg. Bend the left knee. Let that hip open up over the right. I just rediscovered Chica this week and I'm so obsessed. Like I've been missing out this past year. Oh my God. But this song is a huge resource to me right now. All right, square the hips back up, pick up your left leg on your inhale. Exhale, left knee to the right tricep for that twist. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, knee to nose, softly land at warrior two. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sink into your edge. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the arms up. Exhale to your triangle. Bringing the back of your heart back in space. Bend into your left knee as you start to ground in the left leg. Pick up the right foot for your half moon. Extra balancing challenge, gaze up or bring your left thumb to your sternum if you're ready. Try to keep the right foot flexed. Nice. Bend into the left leg as you softly land the right for warrior two. One exhale here. Inhale to rise a little bit and exhale, drop onto the right knee for Skandasana on the right side. Let's hang out here for a couple breaths. Maybe you want to walk your hands forward and reach your heart forward. Maybe you have a twist or a bind in your practice. Good. Tuning into your resources of support again here to help you stay present and really notice the quality of the sensations here that are coming up in this pose. Beautiful. Inhale, pick up your hips. Exhale, drop them over to the left. Take whatever variation you took on the first side. These resources of support, of safety are really important in helping us to feel secure enough that we can let our brains tap into imagination and creativity. Good. Inhale your hips up. Walk your hands over around the right leg. Left hand down, right hand up for your gentle twist. Exhale, drop onto the left knee. Reach your arms up for your low lunge. Right hand on your right thigh, reaching your left hand up and over towards the right. Maybe bringing your right hand onto a block or the earth next to you if you need a little extra stretch here. And inhale the hands back up, palms together, maybe bringing your gaze up, soften the space behind your heart. Keep sending your hips forward and down. Nice. Exhale, touch down, step the left foot in a third of the way for pyramid. Reach your heart forward and exhale, soften. One more breath here. Inhale, reaching your heart forward, left hand down, right hand up for your evolved triangle. Spinning the left shoulder underneath the right. Exhale, touch down, make your way to your down dog vinyasa if you want to. Nice. Take a free breath here. Inhale, rolling out to your plank. Really pushing your sternum away from the earth here. Hips come in line with your shoulders and your ankles, hips a little lower, Kyle. Keep tucking your tailbone in here. Good, and we're gonna very carefully roll over onto the right hand and the blade edge of the right foot for your side plank. Keep drawing the right shoulder blade down the back so we make some more space in the right shoulder and find some more stability here. Good, and exhale, touch down. Find your stability in your plank again. Recruit that straight arm scapular extension, push your sternum away from the earth, and then roll over onto your left hand for side plank to this side. Draw your left shoulder blade down the back, really squeeze it in, making some more space here. Good, exhale, touch down. You can take a plank or you can take a vinyasa or a push-up, make your way to down dog. Good, hip width apart at the back of your mat. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. This time we'll take Padahastasana. Bringing the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet. You can bend your knees to make this happen. You can rest your torso on your thighs. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Let this energy pour out of your shoulders through the crown of your head down towards the earth. Let the earth hold you and receive this. Maybe finding a little bit more yielding quality as you soften into your legs and your feet. Yielding into the earth here and maybe feeling some rebound from the earth to help lift you up a little more too. Good. Release your hands out from under your feet. Inhale, reach your heart forward, flat back. Right hand under your nose, left hand up as you bend the right knee for a little twist here. Send the left hip crease back. Good. Exhale, touch down with the left hand. Reach the right hand up. Inhale, bend the left knee. Send the right hip crease back. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, the left hand up. Maybe this time you want to take a half bind by draping your left hand around your lower back. Maybe grabbing your left ankle with your right hand, or some of you can bind under the right leg. Good. Maybe finding a little bit more length in the right side of your neck, finding some more softness here. And gently release. Left hand down, right hand up. Bend into your left knee as you send your right hip crease back, maybe going for a half bind or full bind if you have it. Trying to find some more length in the right side of your neck here. Good. Exhale, gently release. Walk your hands back out to down dog. Inhale, picking up your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose, softly land at warrior two. Inhale, come on up. Finding your edge here. Inhale, straighten the right leg, reach the arms up to your triangle. Exhale to your triangle, sorry. Y'all got it. Good. Send the left hip back, rotating it open. And we're gonna bend into the right knee, coming into half moon. One more time to this side. Some of you might want to take a Chapasana variation and bend the left knee and grab the top of the left foot with your left hand. Walk your right hand over to the right a little bit more if you're taking this variation, and kick your left foot into the hands to get a little bit more back bend, a little bit more stretch in your left quad, finding some more opening in your heart, maybe even dropping your head back a little bit more to open your throat. Good. Gently release. We're going to bend the right knee and land back to your warrior two. Good. Inhale and straighten the right leg, and we're going to turn all 10 toes to the long edge of your mat. Hands come onto your hips. Inhale, open up your heart, gaze up. Exhale, folds. Keep your hands on your hips or bring them onto the earth, right under your shoulders. It can be on blocks. Inhale, find your length. And exhale, soften. Try to keep your back long and your heart open. If you have any caving in happening at your heart or rounding in your back, consider backing out of the posture a little bit. Slight bend of your knees, maybe shifting your weight forward towards the balls of your feet to get your hips in line with your ankles. Good. I think if you're about 75% or more folded, you can relax your head, shake your head no, nod your head yes. Good. Inhale, lift your head and heart. Exhale, your hands come onto your hips. Inhale to come on up. Turn your toes out to the side, heels in. And hands come just above your knees on your thighs as you sit your hips down and back to this wide-legged squat. Keep your right arm straight as you dip your right shoulder towards the earth, gaze over your left. Inhale up and exhale to your right. A couple more times to each side, following your own breath, finding a little flow here, a little rhythm. Tapping into a little bit more softness if you have it. Good. Inhale, come on up. And we're gonna turn the left toes in, right toes back out, bend into your right knee. We're gonna take extended side angle this time. So bring your right hand to your right thigh or right hand down to the outside of your right foot as you sweep your left arm up overhead. Good. Zip your pubic bone in towards your navel center, finding the stretch from your left hip through the left fingertips. Good. One more full inhale here. And exhale, touch down. Make your way back to down dog, vinyasa if you want to, or skip it. Good. Inhale, picking up your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Softly land it, warrior two. Find your edge here. And then inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the arms up. And exhale to triangle. Start to bend into your left knee as you ground into the left foot to pick up the right for your half moon. Some of you might want to take Shavasana to this side too. So you would bring your left hand outside to the left a little bit more, right foot into the right hand, and kick that foot into the hands to find this opening across your front body, your hips and your heart, maybe dropping your head back a little bit more. Good. Gently release whatever you have and softly land it back to your warrior two. Finding your edge here. Inhale, come on up. Turn all your toes out to the long edge of your mat. Big toes in, heels out. Hands come interlaced behind your back. Let your shoulder head soften towards the earth, and exhale, fold. Slight tuck of your chin. Hands start to fall away from your lower back. This is really easy for you, then maybe keep your palms together. Good. Check in with your shoulders and your neck. Can we invite in a little bit more softness using the resources that we've been cultivating in our practice today to support us with that? Good. Inhale slowly to rise. Exhale when you get there. Turn your big toes out again. Drop onto this wide-legged squat with your hands above your knees. And drop your left shoulder, gaze over your right. Inhale up, exhale to your left. A couple more times to each side. Nice. Feel free to groove and move to the tunes. Good, come on up. Right toes out, left toes in for extended side angle, bend into your right knee. Right elbow on the right thigh, sweep the left arm up overhead. You flipped around and confused me. Sorry, y'all. I think y'all should be on the left knee. My bad. Kyle did a little flipperoo, so I got confused. Good. Ground into the blade edge of the left foot here. Tucking your pubic bone in towards your navel center to get this stretch from your left hip. Good. One more full inhale. Exhale, touch down. Make your way to your vinyasa or skip it to come to handstand or down dog. Yeah, y'all can just come and hold handstand for a few minutes, right? I'm still working on that. Good. Inhale and roll out to your plank. Find that straight arm scapular extension. Roll over onto the right hand, blade edge of the right foot. This time we're going to bring the sole of the left foot up the right leg and softly land that left foot behind the right leg for a wild thing. As you turn your heart up, really ground into that right leg to lift up the hips. Again, drawing that right shoulder blade down the back. Good. Gently make your way back to your plank. Slowly with control. Find your stability. Push your sternum away from the earth. Good. Roll onto the left hands, blade edge of the left foot. Right foot comes up the leg and softly land that right foot behind you. Lift your hips, reach your heart up towards the ceiling, soften the space behind your heart. Good. Gently with control, make your way back to your plank. And we're going to come all the way down onto our stomachs. Good. Forearms parallel at the top of your mat. Pull your mat back towards your feet with the forearms to reach your heart forward through the shoulders. Good. And exhale, come on down. And reach your left arm out to the side, like an airplane wing, but make sure that your left hand isn't above the shoulder, so it's shoulder height or a little bit lower. The left ear onto the earth, right hand under your right shoulder, press into the right hand to peel the right side of your body off of the earth. The sole of your right foot can come behind the left leg, or the right leg can stay straight, whatever you need to help anchor the lower body. Keep the left side of your head rested on the earth. Good. Tuning into your visualization practices here as you notice the sensations coming up in your body. Exhale, come on down. Coming to the other side, right arm reaches out to the side, left hand under your left shoulder. Peel the left side of your body up off the earth. Keep the right side of your head resting here. Tuning into sensations that are arising. Noticing any visualizations that are associated with that. Good, and come on down. And we're going to push up and back to our down dog. And we're going to take our time coming onto the forearms for dolphin. So you might need to take one forearm at a time. You might need to bring your knees back down to come into it. So your forearms are on the earth. You want to make sure that your elbows aren't jutting out past your shoulders. So you want your elbows shoulder width apart. And you also, our hands tend to come into, if you can work on keeping your hands out at the same width as well. That kind of takes time though, so that's okay. And maybe walking your feet in a little bit closer towards your arms. Good, recruiting this strength in your upper back, really push into the forearms. Kind of the same thing that we do in our planks to find that doming of your upper back. Good, you're working your scapular strength here. Nice. A couple more rounds of breath here. Some of you might want to go to a wall and try an inversion if you've got it, or you can come to headstand if you know you have that in your practice. A couple more rounds of breath here. Come to child's pose if you need to. Good. Hang out with your inversion if that's what you're taking. Otherwise, make your way back to down dog. Nice, Marit. Take your time. Meet up with us when you're ready. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Drop onto the left knee for this wide low lunge. Good. And you can stay here. Some of you are ready to take it further and bring your right hand to your right thigh, turning your heart open towards the ceiling, maybe dropping your head back in space to open your throats. And you can grab the back foot with the right hands. Try to keep zippering your pubic bone up towards your navel center to keep this stretch across your right hip. Gently release what you have. Make your way back to your down dog. We'll take this to the other side. Step your left foot outside the left hand. Drop onto your right knee for a wide low lunge here. Take whatever variation you took on the other side. Looks like all of you are going for this back bend. So keep reaching your heart up towards the ceiling. Drop your head back to open your throat. Really soften the space behind your heart and your upper back. Try not to slingshot the foot and gently release. And come back to your down dog. Nice. Inhale, wave out to your plank one more time. We got a little bit more core work and strength work in us. Push your sternum away from the earth. Shift your shoulders forward even more. So your shoulders come up over the fingers, maybe even a little past the fingers. Really squeezing in the side body here. Bring the elbows in close to the body. Lower down slowly with control for 5, 4. Slow it down, 3, 2. Hold this 90-degree angle in your arms. You got it. Chrissy's like, fuck you, dude. All right, come on down. Good. Let's come to a baby cobra, hands under your shoulders. Pull your hands back towards your feet to reach the heart forward. Shoulders drop away from your ears. Exhale, come on down. Grab the right foot, so bend your right knee and pull that right foot down to the outside of your right hip to get a quad stretch here this way. You can be on the left forearm, maybe even straightening the left arm if you need a little bit more sensation. Some of you might be ready to turn your fingers forward so that your fingers face the same direction as your toes, but be careful with your shoulders. It can be a lot on the shoulders. So we often just focus on the quad stretch here, but this is a really big shoulder stretch too. So tune into your shoulders, maybe inviting in a little more softness. All right, gently release. Take this to the next side as you bend the left foot. Good. Checking in with your shoulder. Do you have any resources of support that'll help you in asking your shoulder for a little more softness too? And gently release. Come on down. Arms out like cactus arms, the goalpost with the hands. And we're going to inhale and pick up your heart, your legs, your feet. Really squeeze the shoulder blades in together and down the back. Even more, draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale, lift a little higher. Nice, exhale, come on down. Hands under your shoulders, inhale to your baby cobra. Exhale to lower, roll onto your back. Got some more back bends here. We've done quite a few back bends, so if you're ready to come up into your wheel right away, you can. Otherwise, come up into bridge first. I'm gonna cue us through bridge, but if you know you're ready for wheel, take that. Soles of the feet together, or soles of the feet on the earth, hip width apart. Make sure to tuck your tailbone first and then inhale to pick up your hips. Maybe walking your shoulders in a little closer together, interlacing your fingers behind your back, or grabbing the long edges of your mat. Good. And when you're ready, come on down. Nice. And we're gonna go for a full wheel this time. Stay with bridge if you wanna stay with bridge. If you're ready for wheel, bring your arms up over your shoulders. Keep your hands as close to your shoulders as possible. And I like to have my hands pretty wide so the ring fingers are touching the long edges of my mat. Inhale, first come up onto the crown of your head. Make sure that your tailbone is tucked. Exhale there, bring your elbows in closer together, and then inhale to press through the arms and the legs. Working on straightening your arms over time. Good. Press into the legs to get your heart away from the feet. And when you're ready, tuck your chin and come on down. All right. Christy, do you got another one in you? Okay, so we're gonna go for about 2 or 3 more, whatever you all have in you. I'm gonna walk Chrissy through something here. So I want your hands to be a little bit closer to your feet before you come up, Chrissy. So I've been starting to work on this. I'm gonna have to take my socks off. Actually, Kyle, can I use your mat? Sorry. So before you come up, come into your bridge and grab your ankles. So this will bring your feet a little closer to your hips. And then from here, lift up your hips. I keep my hands on my ankles. So this is a lot deeper back bend in just your bridge. And so you stay here with your hips and bring your hands up over your shoulders. So see how much closer your hands are to your feet now. And then it's the same thing from here. Inhale, first come up onto the crown of your head, and then come on up. Yeah, your hands are much closer to your feet now. Good. Nice, that looks awesome. And when you're ready, come on down. So keep working on it like that from now on. Cool. All right, y'all, take one more if you have it in you. Otherwise, making your way onto your backs with your arms up overhead, legs out long along the earth. Just finding some more length in your spine again after those back bends. Starting to really tune into that imaginative quality. What are you trying to manifest right now in your life? I think it's really powerful after back bends because they're so empowering and they're so expansive that we can really use that feeling, that sensation to get expansive with our dreams. And again, dream bigger. Good. And when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe rocking from side to side a little bit. And release your knees. Let's actually bring the soles of the feet back onto the earth and cross the right thigh over the left. And you're gonna bump your hips over to the right an inch or two, and then drop your knees over towards the left. Your hands can be out to the side, or you can bring the left hand to the right thigh and your right arm up overhead. If this is too much, you can uncross the legs and just stack your right knee over your left. Over time, we're working on softening our right shoulder and our right ear towards the earth. As we're slowing down and settling here, I'd like to really invite us to come back to that intention. What is at the root of your desires? Is it connection, belonging, abundance, safety and security? What is at the root of it? And what would our systems feel like to actually achieve this, this desire? And when you're ready, inhale, come up to center. Let your hips come back to neutral, uncross the legs, switch the cross. So bringing your right or your left leg on top, bump your hips over to the left an inch or two and drop your knees towards the right. Your right hand can be on your left thigh. Maybe your left arm reaches up overhead or out to the side. So again, what does it feel like in your systems to really be living into this root desire that we're trying to manifest? What does our heart rate feel like? How does the breath feel? How's the quality of our sleep? What is surrounding us? What's the landscape like? What are the people like? Imagining with as much detail as we can. What does this new world look like that we're trying to create? Good. Inhaling, bringing your knees back to your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze and rock up and roll, rock and roll up and down along your spine, coming up. And let's take pigeon. So we'll cross the right shin onto the mat and bring the left leg out long behind us. Inhale, find your length. And exhale, come on down. Rest your forehead on stacked fists, stacked palms, or all the way onto the earth. If you have any knee issues, you can stay on your back and take figure 4 instead. You can also place a block underneath your right hip, or a towel or a pillow actually is better if you need a little bit more support for the right knee. So what kind of comforts did we come into connection with in our practice that can allow us to settle here? Even if there's discomfort arising in this really still and stretchy pose, and do we have anything that we can call on and lean into that allows us to stay a little more present and allows us to tolerate the discomfort a little bit better? And this is the practice that we take off of our mats into our lives, so we don't spin off when things get too difficult, and we can find anchors that allow us to stay present and embodied even in the face of adversity. A couple more rounds of breath here. Exhaling completely, using your hands to inhale and push on up. Make your way to this on the next side, whatever way works best for you. I like to swing my legs around, but some of you might want to come through down dog. Find your length and come on down, resting your forehead on stacked fists, stacked palms, or all the way onto the earth. Props are nice here for the forehead as well. You can also place something underneath the left hip for a little more support. Especially for folks who come from marginalized communities, it's even more important for us to cultivate our resources and find ways to support our resiliency and cultivate more security and safety for ourselves, so that our minds aren't always being taken up by survival strategies, so that we have more energy and resources to allocate towards our dreams and our visions and our joy. Three more full rounds of breath here. Exhaling completely. Inhale to rise, coming on up. We'll swing both legs out long in front of us, coming to a forward folds. You don't have to come so far into it after all these back bends. Just let gravity assist you. Make sure that you're finding length in your spine. We're not rounding out. Maybe use your hands to frame the legs for a little more support. And over time, your forearms and your elbows soften towards the earth. Once your elbows reach the earth, then we're able to reach forward while still keeping our heart open and our shoulders in a better position. And it's better for your lower back that way. Good. One more round of breath here. Inhale, lift your head and heart. Exhale, release. We're gonna make our way to Shavasana. If there's another pose that you'd like to take before you finish, maybe you want a wide-legged forward fold or some twists or happy baby. Maybe you wanna take legs up the wall, whatever it is that you need. And take that here as we close out together. Feel free to turn off your lights or cover your eyes. And know that you can always take Shavasana in a non-traditional shape, like soles of the feet together or on the stomach or sitting up and meditating to finish out your practice. Wherever you are, starting to scan your body from the soles of your feet out through the crown of your head. Very slowly along the way, asking for more softness. You can practice a little bit more visualizing with the sensations if you'd like to. Notice the feeling of the earth underneath you. Really feeling into that solidity and that support holding you right now so that you can simply rest. And especially coming to the jaw, maybe letting the jaw hang open slightly, tongue falling away from the roof of your mouth. Checking in with the muscles around your face, gently asking for a little more softness, and especially the muscles in your forehead, starting right in between the eyebrows, very gently and softly asking for a little more release, letting all this tissue here spread apart from one another. And all the tissues in the crown of the head that wrap around the skull, gently and softly asking for a little more stillness, a little more release. And we'll be here for a couple minutes together. It takes vision to rebuild our rainbow bridge, to lead a life rich with meaning and purpose. It takes vision, both personal and collective, to change the many dysfunctional aspects of our world that keep us enmeshed, trapped, and disengaged. Vision is an essential part of the healing process. No matter how abstract or specific our vision is, it can only begin with changes we make in our own lives. To create change, we need to be able to imagine it. We need an image, symbol, or sign that can steer the psychic energy of consciousness and activity towards a new manifestation. We need a shaper of reality, a goal for the future that draws forth its needs from the present. With this image in consciousness, the unformed chaos of our lives takes shape. With the healing of the sixth chakra, we're able to create vision. We're able to form consciously the path to the future and liberate ourselves from the grips of the past. Our vision makes the difference. So gently begin to deepen your breath, letting your breath be the first gentle movement back in your body. Slowly wiggling your fingers and toes when you're ready. Rotating your wrists and your ankles. If it feels good, maybe stretching your arms up overhead. Hugging your knees into your chest. Giving your body a big squeeze and showing some gratitude for all the ways it allowed you to show up to your mat today. And thanking yourself for all the hard work that y'all are doing and taking time for yourselves to do that. And rolling over onto your favorite side when you're ready. Use your arm that's on top to gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Taking your time to get there. And you can stop your hands in your lap, or if you want to bring them up to the heart center, you can. Just taking a moment to honor these lands that we get to practice on and the original stewards of these lands. And also honoring the lands in which these practices came from and all the teachers who've passed down these practices for us to receive. Maybe bowing your head to your heart for a moment in gratitude. And when you're ready, come on up. Finishing with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In Buddhist philosophy, the first one is for peace of mind, and the second one is for peaceful communication, and the third one is for peace of heart. So feel free to join in or simply listen and enjoy. Exhaling fully, inhaling to Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The love and light within me acknowledges and reflects the love and light that's so evident in each of you. Namaste. Thank you all for letting me share with you today.